Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be my February Roll the Dice with a Dash of Chaos TBR game. On my channel, I play a game called Roll the Dice with a Dash of Chaos, and I really love doing this even though I'm notorious for not sticking to my TBRs. Over the last 4 months or so, my reading has really taken a dip in terms of quantity, but each month I try to just reset and try and do better month after month, so we will see how things go. If you're interested in what books I was supposed to read in the month of January, I will link that video up in the cards. We started off the year strong with a fantastic TBR, but unfortunately I was unable to finish it. So I will be drawing a punishment from my challenge jar to kick off our February game. I'm going to try and keep this video a little bit more concise, so without further ado, let's head over to set up our Roll the Dice with a Dash of Chaos game. It is time to set up Roll the Dice with a Dash of Chaos. These are all the books I have set aside. It is such a random selection this month. Let's first place the Kindle in spot number 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 right here. The bin of easy prompts in spot number 11. So this is 9, 10 right here. The bin of hard prompts in spot number 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in here. Challenge for not completing my January TBR is a roulette bookshelf. So let me go count how many bookshelves I have, and then I have to choose a book off of there. I have 11 shelves that I can choose from for this. Shelf number 10, that's on my TBR book cart. So on my book cart, there are just 2 with books on them. This was shelf 11, this is shelf 10. So as you can see, these are a lot of the books that I did not get to in January. And since February is kind of Valentine's themed, I'm kind of in between Reckless or The Deal. It's also Romanticy-a-thon. I think I'm going to choose Reckless as my punishment challenge book. All right, now we are ready to do roll number 1. Doubles right out of the gate, but I did really want to ensure I got, Onyx Storm on the list. I haven't actually started this. This is just came with my pre-order, but now I'm unable to put it off forever. Challenge for doubles. No new books. I deserve this. Roll number 2. 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That is my Kindle, so I must choose a book that I have on my Kindle or checked out from Kindle Unlimited. Roll number 3. I am going to re-roll. 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Book Lovers by Emily Henry. Challenge for doubles. This means I need to randomize a series. This is inspired by the Wormhole Jar from Stephanie's Bookverse. This is a very scary one. This is my series tracker spreadsheet, and I have in the numbers 3 to 76, as you can see here. So we will randomize, we get line 17, which is the War of Lost Hearts trilogy by Carissa Broadbent. So I need to read Mother of Death and Dawn. That is a huge book, but it will finish a series, so that's a good thing. Roll number 4. 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That is my Kindle. Lots of Kindle reads this month. Roll number 5, final roll. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The bin of hard prompts. Why can't I open this? A reread. Okay, that's perfect. She's chunky, but I really do need to get Valor on this list because this is the book for January and February for the Catch Up Book Club, and this is a reread for me, and I gave it 5 stars the first time. So while it's absolutely ginormous, I know I'm going to enjoy it. I am back. And I'm really excited about my picks this month. I have quite a lot of plans, but we have a lot of very chunky books on this TBR. All of them I'm so excited for, so I don't even know which ones to read first. Let me know which ones you think I should knock off ASAP in the comments below, but let's go into it. To kick things off, my punishment for not completing my January TBR, I needed to randomize a bookshelf within my home and pull a book off of that. It turned out to be one of the very last bookshelves I decided to include, which was on my TBR cart, and it was of my current TBR. So pulling from January, a book I did not get to was Reckless by Lauren Roberts. I am really excited to continue with this series. However, I did buddy read Powerless and Powerful with a friend who I would love to buddy read this book with as well if she is up for it. This is the second book in a YA fantasy series that has been really polarizing. I personally really enjoyed Powerless and Powerful. Is it extremely reminiscent of so many YA fantasies that came before it? Yes, but I enjoyed it nonetheless. It definitely gave me a bit of that nostalgic feel to it, and I'm excited to continue on. I know that we are going to be on the run in this book, so I'm excited to see how Lauren Roberts does it. Roll number 1 was the perfect first true roll. I got Onyx Storm by Rebecca Yarros on the official TBR. I knew this was what I was going to be picking up next. I was trying to behave myself and stick to my January TBR, but when this arrived, I found myself like wanting to reach for it but forcing myself not to, and that just put me in this really weird headspace for reading. So I'm picking this up ASAP. This is the 3rd book in the Empyrean series following Fourth Wing, and this has been such a hyped release, and I don't want to wait until I see too many like ratings or reviews because I am very susceptible to other people's opinions on books. Not that it affects my enjoyment, but if I see a lot of like low reviews or just I see some 5 stars, some 1 stars, I get really hesitant to pick it up for myself because I'm just kind of like scared of it. I don't know if that makes sense, but my pre-order actually arrived 1 day early. I felt very special, and I'll be picking this up first for sure. But of course, that was like a good treat to myself, but it was also doubles, which meant I needed to pull a challenge, and my challenge for this roll is no new books in February. That means I cannot buy books. I cannot request any more books from the library, though if my holds come in, I can go pick them up, and I am not to be willy-nilly downloading more Kindle Unlimited books to read ASAP. I just need to put the blinders on and focus, which is something I really, really need. Also, my birthday was at the end of January, so honestly, I don't need to buy any more books. I don't know where my Kindle went, but rule number 2 was my Kindle, and this means I can read any book that is on my Kindle, whether it be Kindle Unlimited, an ARC, an ebook I got, Stuff Your Kindle Day, whatever. I am choosing the buddy read. Sam and I are currently reading Hexed by Emily McIntyre, and I usually try not to put on books that I've already read, but I just feel like trying to set myself up for success, you know? This is the 6th and final book in the Never After series, which are contemporary spins on retellings. I guess they're reimaginings, but these are dark romances where the villain gets the girl, and Hexed is a Little Mermaid retelling. This book is so long, it's over 500 pages, but it will be finishing a series, and I'm so happy to be getting back in the buddy read groove with Sam. I've missed it so much. We need to get back into it. I'm sorry, Sam, I know it's all my fault. Rule number 3, how many TBRs has this book been on? Too many. This is Book Lovers by Emily Henry. It is February. It is the month of love. I do want to get some contemporary romances on this list. I don't know what this is about. Is this like a workplace, or like rivals in the workplace, or like within the same industry romance? I don't know. I loved the other 2 Emily Henry books I read, so I just need to commit. I need to dive into it. It's less than 400 pages. I can do it. I can do it. I'm just gonna keep telling myself that. What I'm not sure I can do is the challenge for that role, which was Wormhole. This is in reference to Stephanie Bookverse's TBR Star Hop game. When she hits her wormhole spot on her game board, she has a little jar and she pulls out like all the series that she's in the middle of, and she has to continue on with that series she pulls. I'm in the middle of like 74 series, absolute insanity, and the one that got pulled is the War of Lost Hearts trilogy by Carissa Broadbent. I need to read Mother of Death and Dawn. Now this is a book that I've been wanting to get to for so long, a year to be exact, because I read the second book, Children of Fallen Gods, at the beginning of 2024, but it's so thick, so chunky. I don't know if I can do it. I want to because I love Carissa Broadbent's writing, but we'll see. This is a romantasy series. It starts off, people compare it a lot to Throne of Glass. After like the first half of the first book, it's completely different than that. The world really opened up in book 2, and I'm not really sure where book 3 is going to take us. Rule number 4 is my Kindle once again, and I'm hoping that Sam is up for a buddy read of Glow of the Everflame by Penn Cole in the month of February. We read Spark of the Everflame together. I believe Glow is the second one, right? Spark, Glow, Heat, Burn. That's the order. Anyways, whatever the second book in the Kindred's Cursed saga is, I would love to read that in February. Again, it's a buddy read with Sam, so she needs to be on board. But this is another romantasy series I would love to continue on with. It's available on Kindle Unlimited. The first book didn't leave that much of an impression on me, except that I found our female main character so impulsive that it was a little bit ridiculous. But I overall really enjoyed reading it. I don't know if that makes sense, but I have heard this series just gets better and better, and really the first book is the weakest, so I guess that was redundant to say. I'm excited to continue on and see where things go. And lastly, for my February TBR, we have another absolutely ginormous book, but one I really want to get to in February because I am in such a mood to continue on with the Faithful and the Fallen series by John Gwynne. This is Valor, and I am trying to keep up with the Catch Up Book Club hosted by Becca and the Books, and the live show for Valor will be at the beginning of March. So I do want to at least start this, be 100 to 200 pages into this by the end of February so that I am able to finish it before the live show. This is an epic grimdark fantasy. This will be a reread for me as well, but then the next books will be new to me. I love the series so far. I gave Malice 5 stars the first time I read it and the second time, and I'm really looking forward to this one too. I think I gave it a 5. It's more like a 4.5, 5 the first time I read it. There's definitely a lot of politicking, a lot of war and like war strategy talk in this book, but I just love all the characters in this series so much. So this one's on the February TBR too. So here are 4 books that I have physically, but we have 3 pretty chunky Kindle Unlimited books to add to this as well. So my stack is actually quite large and very intimidating. Once again, I have no hope of actually finishing this TBR, but I have fun doing my TBR game regardless and having a bit of a fresh stack, fresh options to choose from month after month. Even if I'm not that successful, I can always pull the same books again and again if I must. Let me know what you plan on reading in the month of February. What book besides Onyx Storm you think I should read first? If you did enjoy today's TBR game, give it a thumbs up so that I know, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!